Hi, everybody. This is Karen. Welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. This one is short if you've seen some of the others. And this, I have to tell you, you know what? I keep pulling it up because I think that looks so good. But soon I'm going to be that guy in the Bazooka comic books, who has his shirt like that, doesn't he? If I remember, I haven't chewed. Actually, I did chew bubblegum the other day, but that's neither here nor there. And I just want to tell you, if you think that this doesn't look right because you think this is one color turtleneck and this another shirt, it's one piece. Look, it's one piece. It's a sweater. So if they screwed up color wise, it's nothing I could do about it. I actually really like it. I like it because of these. I always love, I don't, for some reason, even though I wear bracelets all the time, that makes my mouth water. I don't know why. Here, I'll be all masked, everything. You'll just see nails and eyes. Actually, that's what's on my Facebook page because that's what I like the best. But anyhow, okay, this is, it's good on its own, this video. Well, I don't know if it's good. I haven't done it yet, but we can only hope. Okay, so, but it's a companion piece to my review of the children's production of Black Beauty at the Wallace in Beverly Hills. First of all, it barely has anything to do with Black Beauty. I don't know what's going on. There are two Scottish guys. I think they're Scottish. They said they're Scottish, and they say both the names are Andy. Okay, so, and I do think they say it like that. Hi, my name is Andy, and I'm wee Andy, and I'm big Andy, but they're different sizes, whatever. Okay, kids, use their imaginations. Clearly, the rest of us, including me, have lost our imaginations. But anyhow, so imagine that I'm younger and thinner. Okay, so if you have any imagination left, just remember to do that right now. But anyhow, so here are the two quick stories. So in this show, it's really about two brothers who then read Black Beauty or something. And they're both named Andy, and the kids laughed like, oh, it's two Andys. And we're all going, that is so stupid, the grown-ups. But guess what? Years ago when I was in college, I had this friend Pam, and she was marrying her boyfriend John, and we're at the wedding. And then we girls were the bridesmaids. Well, maybe we met him before the wedding. But then John's brother came over, and I said, I'm Karen. And he said, I'm John. I said, no, you're John's brother. He said, no, but my name is John. I said, was one of you adopted? I mean, I couldn't even figure this out. He said, no, my mother named us both John. I said, why would she name you both John? I mean, she's not George Foreman after all. But I don't think I said that because who even knows if that happened yet. But I said, how did she name you both John? He said, no, it's good. Only one of us has the H. I said, so one is Jon and one is John. He said, yeah. I said, how does that work when she's calling you to come into the kitchen or something? She goes, John without the H. How do you name both your kids the same name? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my whole life. There are zillions of names. As we know, some people even make up names for their children that aren't even words, like Shaniqua and stuff like that. So why would you use John? Or George or Andy? I mean, you can't use the same name twice. So, okay, but anyhow, so I had to tell you that one thing. And the other thing about the show, at one point they were having like a little flea market on the side of the road of their deceased mother's possessions, which really made me feel bad because, I remember having to go through my house and my mother's house, which was really still my house, and all my childhood stuff was there because I tend to keep stuff. But my mother tried to throw it out, but she didn't know all my hiding spaces. Okay, but anyhow, so it reminds me of the story that I always want to tell you because one of my producer friends, David Permit, who's nominated for an Oscar last year, loves the story, and so do I. So I used to have this apartment, just a, garden apartment here in West LA, which was so fun. I love apartments. My mouth waters when I walk into an apartment because it reminds me of that, just fresh in LA kind of thing. Okay, well, actually, when I was just fresh in LA, I didn't have an apartment. I slept in everybody's places. Not like that, but everyone just gave me a place. I mean, I'm sure they were hoping it was like that. Well, the guys were, but it wasn't like that. But anyhow, so I love apartments because I had my own. So my parents were visiting. This is what happened. They are from Brooklyn, which I'm sure many of you know, and they had just driven down to Florida to visit someone. And I got a little sick or whatever, and so a friend called them and said, you have to come out and take care of Karen, and then I got better. So they were still here, but they hadn't even come from New York, so they didn't have their own possessions or anything. They just taken a little suitcase down to Florida, and then they, I think they took even a smaller one to come out here. So because what do they need? Their daughter was here, she had stuff. So I was sleeping on the couch because my parents were sleeping in the bedroom, and David Permit, my friend, called me one morning to talk to my mother, and I was still asleep, and he goes, I want to say hi to your mother. Where is she? And I said, Oh no. I didn't say oh no then, just the light went out. I guess it was the version of getting a cane and pulling me off. But okay, no, you're not that lucky. I'm finishing the story. But it's a good one. But anyhow, so he said, "Where's your mother?" And I said, "I hear her. She must be walking up the steps. They must have gone to breakfast or something." And I kept hearing her and she wasn't here. So I got off the couch and I went to the window and I look out the window, and in front of my little apartment with a patch of grass this big, my mother goes, "Hi, Lovey, I'm having a flea market. Come on down." And I'm like, she's having a flea market? What does she even have to sell? So I run downstairs and I go, "What are you selling?" And she goes, "Everything we came with." She just loves the flea market. So she's selling all the possessions I came with. So I said, "You're nuts." I went back upstairs. 2 minutes later, she rushes in the house. She goes, "Someone just bought all my jewels. I need yours." She's going to sell my jewelry. She sold her. Why would you sell your jewelry? She didn't need the money. She just loved having a flea market. So I went down to supervise, and a woman comes along and she picks up my mother's purse and she goes, "Oh, I love this. How much is this?" My mother goes, "That's my purse." And she took it away. The one moment of sanity she had. So we're always hysterical that she came to town and had this little flea market. And so thank you to Black Beauty for giving me that little good memory blast from the past. I don't know if it's such a good memory because she probably did sell a lot of my stuff, but I don't know. She just, and here's the last thing. This is what she did. My mother was an artist and she made beautiful little paintings that I could have had a visual aid right here, but I didn't know I was going to tell you this. So she'd sell them in Brooklyn on the promenade. That's where the artists go on the weekend. And you pay for your table, like at any art fair, and then you sell your wares and hopefully you make more than you paid. This was my mother. People would come over and admire, and if she liked them, she'd go, "Oh, you're such an adorable couple. Just take it. I want you to have it. Just take it. Don't pay me, blah, blah, blah." And if she didn't like them, she'd say, "You can't buy it because I don't want you to have my stuff." So basically, she'd pay for the table to give away her wares. That is my mother. I don't know if we're alike or not. I don't think so. I'm giving away my comedy. Okay, there you have it. I'm Charity Comedy. Thank you for coming to. I told you this was shorter. This was a really short one, but that's all I had to tell you. So go read the Black Beauty review and come back and see more videos soon, I hope. Knock on from my mouth to God's ear. That's okay to say. That's not religious, right? Well, it is because God's in it, but whatever. For anybody's ear, come back and see me. Thank you. Whew.